We get in our own minds so much, and I've talked plenty of times on this channel about how comparison, social media, all these different factors are sucking the life out of our lives, right? Those things are detracting away from us being able to live our lives, and we're focusing too much on it. And when I say we, I'm including me. I mean myself as well. And it doesn't have to be that way. Right? We have control over that. It doesn't have to be that way. And really what has helped me and probably could help a lot of people is having a perspective shift. And sometimes a perspective shift is really all you need to kind of get your mind right and dialed back in and appreciating where you are. And I'm going to talk about through some of the things that I've recently had to remind myself of to change my perspective on, and some things that I just kind of jog through my mind after months and be like, oh, I need to go back and think about this and whatnot. The first thing that comes to mind is always wanting more. I always have this, I think especially in our, besides the whole social media comparison thing, if you're an ambitious person, you have a drive to always be better. It's that perfectionist mindset. You want to keep pushing yourself harder and harder. And sometimes it's good to just take a step back and think like, at least I'm living in a life right now that I have a stable job. Like I have a job that pays me, and I get stable, consistent hours, and I get consistent pay. And it is something that may sound stupid on paper, but there's a lot of people that don't have that. And I have to jog myself in my memory and remind myself that that's super important, and that's an achievement. Keeping that and maintaining that means you are doing a good job. I don't have any debt or financial stressors, right? Nothing. And when I say financial stressors, I mean debt. I don't have a mortgage that takes up 80% of my net income for the month. Like, you know what I'm saying? I am in a good spot financially. And we know how much stress comes from having bad finances or being in a inconvenient financial spot. So that's something that I need to change my mind on and be like, wow, yeah, I'm not rich, but money is not a problem, and that's such a big W to have, right? And I really do have it good, as much as I need to remind myself, and it's good for me to do that. I've really got it good in life, guys. Like, I really do. Like I said, I can afford to live. That's such an amazing thing. I'm a healthy person, healthy and active, fit person. Like, some people, I don't mean to take it to this level, but I kind of do. Some people can't be active, and it is a privilege to have that ability. Like some people don't have legs, or they can't. Maybe they have a condition. Maybe they're bedridden for their whole life. Whatever it is. Maybe they're in a wheelchair their whole life. I don't know what it is, but that's still a win. And it's something that, again, we probably all don't think about, but man, I'm so grateful that I am in the condition that I am, right? I'm not depressed, so mentally, I'm pushing myself, and I might have stressors at work, and, I've got hobbies and whatnot, and I've got family struggles, and, like anybody, right? But, I'm not depressed, and I haven't really ever been depressed, and I'm so grateful to say that. It's been a long time since I've actually felt genuinely depressed. And when I say a long time, I mean the last time I was genuinely depressed was when I was a kid, like 10 years old or younger. Probably around there, 10 years old. So it's been 15 years since I've been depressed. And I would argue now, in 2026, there's a lot more, in general, there's a lot more capabilities, there's a lot more things that could agitate and cause depression than when I was 10 years old. So I'm really grateful to be in that position. And I've also got family and friends, guys. Like, I have a family. That's amazing. If you have a family, that's amazing. That you are connected with, that support you, that love you. I mean, at the foundational level, that's really all you can ask for. And I've got friends that care about me, you know. You can't ask for any more than that on the basic level. And I need to get more in the habit of perspective checking myself like this, because it is a good thing to do. It needs to be done more often. We probably all need to do it more, but I'm totally exposing myself to do it. And I know how healthy it is for me and how good it is for me. And I like doing it. It makes me feel good. So I hope you guys resonated with this video. The upload schedule for me is going to be a little interesting coming forward. I will not be uploading tomorrow. I'll make a post about it. But I might be experimenting with my upload frequency coming up. Maybe doing just every other day as a routine, or like 4 times a week, maybe like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, or something to that effect. Just so I can see if I can increase the quality of my videos in terms of just making a more polished piece of content. And I'm not sure if I'm going to do this. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. But, you know, just taking it in steps and trying to maybe improve this part or this part, you know. So we'll see how that changes. That might be over the next week or month. I don't know. So I'm experimenting with it in the background, and I might attempt that. So I hope everyone enjoyed the video. I hope everyone has enjoyed the week so far. We have almost made it to Friday and to the weekend. That is amazing, and I hope everyone has a great night. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I appreciate it, and have a great night. Peace out.